blah, 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 blah.
Okay. I had you set up recording music or effects for some reason. I don't know why I did that.
Oh.
It's fascinating every time I do this.
Every time.
Oh, okay.
You need like a little list in front of you to say.
How do I need to move this around. Ah, here we go. Look. It's pointing closer to me now.
I
so
can't
it
look.
makes sense.
I don't look at you when we do this.
Well, I'll get out of the way.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's all about getting the mic set up, and I just made it lower, and now it's upsetting me.
So interesting, because I know when you're starting, when in your mind you've started the recording, because you
Yes.
put on your
Yes.
podcast voice.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
was just noticing you actually, to get set up for the podcast, like you actually turn the light off, you turn down the heaters,
Sound,
and then you
yes.
turn that light off because it makes a noise,
Yep.
and you can't handle that, and then you put your headphones on.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a process that people, can I say normal people, don't do that we just do. It's just it. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
We all have our, what we
I
do.
guess, is it a routine? But it can. I haven't got a routine for where the mic gets placed compared to where my keyboard is and a mouse and where I sit.
Right.
I have to lean forward.
But you know how now we're kind of having two different conversations because you can say that, and I'm like, I've just used the word normal, but I don't use normal I'm not putting it up, like I'm not lifting it as
Right.
normal is a good thing. It's below me, the normal. So I'm not using the word normal people
Yeah.
as a compliment. It's not. Yeah, it's kind of like a criticism. It's a negative thing.
The majority. I mean, people
Because
have
some
other
people don't
names for it.
like if you say, "Oh, normal people," they wouldn't like that if we were talking
No.
about neurotypical people. But
No.
I'm not saying it as a compliment.
Because my response has been for decades when I hear that, I go, define normal.
Just people that are boring. That's what I think.
But
yeah.
I'm picking, I can see normal people a lot quicker now.
Yes.
And I'm starting to study them and observe, which I usually don't do.
Let's do some experiments on them.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
They're interesting, and they're interesting in their not being interesting a lot of the time.
Well, then I was talking to somebody yesterday, and and they're a gamer. They studied gaming as well, and I talked about The Sims and how I was always so invested in those sorts of games that were like
Yeah.
social. What do you call it? Social. Just seeing if I said this, what would other people do?
Oh, okay.
Like all the time. But Sims was a really too slow for me. My ADHD would be, I'd want them to go on a date and maybe have sex or whatever. And it just took it was a long time for that to happen. Like
Is
you
this
had
the
to
game
form-
as you're talking about, or the game?
Yes. What? In the game, the process, it took too long to just jump into bed with someone.
Or for them to die or something.
Oh, I've never got
I mean, you
to
can
death.
speed it up.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
speed it up.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I really loved those things because I could do just experiments in a game to see what would happen and how other people react, how normal people react.
Have I mentioned before the game it's banned called Postal?
No.
I don't even think you can get it anymore. I doubt it. I'm sure someone's got it. But it's the most disturbing. It's very basic. It's a looking down game. I don't know what that means, when you're looking down at the scene.
Yeah.
And it literally is just a square of a town and a guy, a postal worker, just walking around shooting everyone.
Oh, shooting.
That's all it is. It's just a guy mass shooting everyone in the
okay.
town. And it made this awful sound when someone would stop and the characters would get down on their knees and plead for their life.
Oh.
And then there'd be this awful sort of shuddery kind of music, sort of,
I
and
want it
then
to
bang,
happen.
then he'd shoot them. And that's all the game was.
Wow. Did you used to play this game?
I tried it a few times and it gets pretty boring, but it just made me think of people who would play this game and go, oh, this is a good idea.
Well, I thought you were going to go because I used to play a game where there was the postal worker and you just used to deliver the letters
Postman
into.
Pat, the
I just
game.
used to put the letters into the letterboxes and make sure I got them in the letterbox. So I thought you were going there. So it was a bit darker than what I used to play.
Yeah, his letter was a bullet, I guess.
Oh, okay.
He still was delivering, I guess, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Okay, so I thought. So this episode, we don't actually have a guest.
No, we
We-
literally were walking up the stairs, and I said, "What's this episode about?"
Yes, yes, you did. And I said we all of the fans out there, they needed an update of you and I. That makes it sound like you and I are together now, doesn't it? Where we're at.
No, you can't, because all those shows, all the TV shows, particularly in the 80s. Remember, you had that. There was a male and a female main characters. They always wanted them to get together in the end, but when that happened, the shows fell apart.
There. Well, what else is there? There's nothing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Then they have to have a kid or something, a cute.
Yeah, and then they have to break up. Really.
Yeah, and that's the end of the show.
Yeah, well, season 2 is normally when they've broken up. And anyway, can we talk about shows actually before we go further? Baby Reindeer. Wait, have you watched it?
Oh no, I started, then I stopped, and then I don't know if I could be bothered watching it.
Well, because a lot of people have said it's very disturbing, and my friends and I were watching it at the same time. Some of my friends, I have friends besides you, and a lot of people found it really disturbing.
Why?
I mean, people that don't have experience in that area, of course, trauma in that area. Of course, if you have trauma in those sorts of areas, you would find it really difficult, and that's completely understandable. But I actually didn't. Maybe it's because I'm on anxiety medication. I was pretty chill the whole way through. And the episode 4 that they say is the worst, I knew that it was not going to be great.
Is it psychologically disturbing? Is this what we're talking about? Because I've watched it and it's uncomfortable, and he's made some poor decisions.
Oh no, like episode 4, you can probably do a spoiler alert 15 seconds ahead if you like.
Oh no, maybe not.
Oh no, it's not really a spoiler because it's in episode 4. It's just a physical.
Oh, it is a physical thing. Okay.
Sexual assault.
Right. Okay. Right.
Sexual assault while under the influence of drugs.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, of course, that would be, but I don't know because I feel like it is kind of psychological because he keeps coming back, or he didn't leave the location of it or the person who did it until the next day.
Because he was an attention hoe.
Oh, no. See, I took it as he did that. Well, that's a lot of women would do a similar thing. They wouldn't leave, or they would keep coming back because
there was that, but he was also wanted the attention because he was a failed comic.
Yes, there's that too. Yes, gosh. Anyway, so it's just an interesting show, but I found it interesting that other people found it a lot more difficult. Whereas I could never watch. What are those Viking shows and things that you all watch? The
Vikings.
Yeah, but there's also the other ones, where there's killing and all those things. Yeah, so I can't watch any of those things, but this sort of stuff I can definitely watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. So anyway, we wanted to just do a bit of a catch up.
Yes.
So,
well, didn't you want to have it was a good segue there? I can actually play the segue song.
A crappy segue.
So you did the segue into shows. Would you want to skip and we'll go talk straight about that
shows
before we get into the dramatics of what happened?
Yes. We have been out quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
Together, at like the local community. It's not a community theatre. It's
big time.
It's a great theatre. It's got they've got great. This is at Nunawading at the Round. If anyone's Melbourne. We've really loved it in the different shows, and they've got a lot of queer things as well, which I think
it's
is
amazing.
Great.
Cabaret,
Yes.
musicians. It's a brand new building, so it's set up. It's very modern and it's beautiful, but it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So out in the suburbs, we're getting all these really classy people coming.
Yeah, so we saw Peppy Smears, who's comes across as I think Peppy comes across as being drag, but then I didn't find Peppy really drag. Just
a great entertainer.
Yeah, great singer, kind of funny. Yeah, funny, great. Yeah, I really loved it.
And it was a story. It was talking about their story.
Yeah.
We handed our card. I've started doing this more. We're handing cards out to different people and never getting a response from anyone.
No, Peppy hasn't got back to us yet.
Because it is kind of like you give someone a card, but then I think we need to say, I don't know, can I contact you or will you contact me in this amount in a couple of weeks, or because it's like here's the card and that's
Maybe
what do we do?
Maybe a card
with
is outdated. Maybe that's what old people do. Maybe
probably.
we need to be like, can I slip into your DMs?
Well, I slipped into people's DMs and they never really respond. We went and saw.
true.
You didn't go and see Ben Lee.
No. Did you slip into his DMs?
I slipped into his DMs. Yeah, yeah.
What did he say?
And I thought it was a really good. Where was it?
At the round.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
which DM did I slip into?
What do you mean? Which one? Oh, do you mean which of his pages?
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
I think he uses Instagram more than he does. Is this working? Please.
Do you mean to play some Telstra music? while we're on? You could jump into your
Oh no, I
Instagram?
did it as out.
Hello, would any of you darlings like a cup of tea?
Yep, I want thanks.
I'm confused. In the top right.
Okay. Oh no, it's me.
Oh, you messaged them from you, not from us.
I'll delete this. So where's messages? On here? Oh, there.
Yeah.
Where is it? Flip. Where did I message him?
From personal.
Maybe I did it from the Facebook page. It was really good too.
Pretty funny.
Because he's very wordy. He likes wordiness, so I thought I'd be wordy with him. But now I don't even know how I send it. This is ridiculous. Oh, for God's sakes.
Here you go, darling, white and hot, just like you. Thank you, Chartreuse.
Ben, hey, I found it. Okay, so I messaged Ben Lee on our Facebook page, which is, maybe I should have said this to his Instagram. Okay, so here's what I said to him. Because I waited to after the show and got a vinyl record signed by him. And
Was
then
he impressed with that?
Well, no one else was there, so but we just
No
had a
one
quick
else
chat.
waited to talk to him.
No, everyone just wandered off.
Wow.
So it was great. So we had a minute chat. It was really, really good. And I talked about the podcast and autism diagnosis and all that
Wouldn't
sort
he
of
have
stuff.
autism?
I think he's neurodivergent, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to like this, I don't think.
Okay. What did you write?
Hi, mate.
Mate?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's Australian.
Okay, yep.
Remember the weird autistic beardy man haunting the front row post-show in Nuttawading?
You sound like a stalker already.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't reply.
Just wanted to thank you again for signing the LP. It's a crackingly good bloody album, by the way. I would enjoy a less overwhelmingly sensory album cover, though. So now I've been sold at him. So I just saw on Facebook you talked to Grave Matters, which is a podcast in Australia, and wanted to also put my hand up to talk to you on our podcast. Remember the Flash business card? See, I think you are definitely neurodivergent and wanted to speak to see if you agree or threaten to challenge me to pistols at midday. And then I put in,
Kids?
brackets, dawn seems a bit dramatic. I have no idea if you even go to messages, but giving it a crack.
Oh, no, that last bit means that he doesn't have to reply. It's and he's like, oh, phew, I'm out. I've got it. I'm off the hook. But
Okay.
you've accused him of being neurodivergent. He doesn't want to let it out yet?
Well, I think he is, and I thought it would be a good conversation.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about it.
Maybe he doesn't.
Because
Well,
that's not, he doesn't want it to define him.
that could be the case.
We're completely making this up. But
I know.
But
Just
maybe
enough
it is
I'm
too
really
much
bad
for
at this.
someone. It's too much for him. Maybe it should be like, maybe write another one underneath it. Hey, mate,
I've done this.
just wanted to
I've done these clarifying ones too often.
just following up, just that you want to chat.
Just so
catch
you
up
know.
for a yarn.
Sorry
pod.
for insulting the album cover, but it is pretty. It's a bad album cover.
No, that's not what you write though.
No, it really is though. It's. Oh God. Sorry, the mic fell. It's up there as one of the worst album covers I've ever seen.
Hold on. He might be going, let me listen to the podcast first, and
Well,
then he
no,
listens to it. and
Because
we're saying that.
it's overwhelmingly, it's too colourful. There's too much
Can you
going
put it
on.
in the show notes because now people need to see this?
I'll tell you just to search Ben Lee,
Yeah.
and the album is called dun, 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 I'm Fun.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
I like it.
It's very
gay.
incredibly
it's
overly
very
coloured.
gay cowboy.
He's got a cowboy hat. He's blowing up a balloon.
Because you know what, Cowboy's about to come in now that Beyonce's released her
Right.
album. It's all about cowboys.
But
So
it's screamingly.
gay.
Well, I don't know if it's
What's behind him?
just a whole lot of colour, overwhelming,
Oh, I thought it was a street map of
But-
America.
and it's. But maybe it
No.
is. I don't think so
no,
though.
no.
It doesn't suit the songs.
Oh, okay. So it's not. He's not fun in the songs.
No, it's a bit more. Well, he always has a bit of humour in what he does, but I think the songs were so good it deserved a more dramatic album cover.
You should create a new album cover and ask him.
Here you go, mate.
So this suits it better. This suits your songs better. Okay.
I know you're not talking to me, but here's the.
This is what
if you get
you
this
should
organised,
Yes, exactly.
make this happen.
Yeah. So you went there. I didn't go to Ben Lee because music.
Right.
Oh, I did go to Wicked though because I love musicals with
Oh.
the two children, two of them.
You did.
I did. That was quite. It was. We were in the second row, but off to the side, and the youngest one was like, "I am not sitting there," because
Oh.
they were not in the middle.
Oh,
And then they refused, and they were like, "I'm going to go and stand in the middle."
what?
I was like, "You cannot." And then finally we were able to. Probably about 15, 20 minutes. Everyone else around us thought, "What a spoilt brat," but they're just used to being right in the middle of things. They don't like to
okay.
be off to the side. I don't
Yep.
like to be off to the side either.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I get it, but the tickets were a lot cheaper. So
yeah.
yes, and then we've tried a few things. So we've gone to Peppy Smears. I went
Oh,
first
so
of all,
this is
we
going to be
should say-
good. This is it. Perfect. You've done it right.
First, we'll say that we went to Ida Hobbit yesterday, which
Oh,
is
yes.
International Day of Homophobia, Biophobia, and Transophobia.
Yep.
So we went there for a walk around with people from Maroondah Council, from the mayor of Maroondah Council.
Yes.
And Heidi was from Glen Park Community Centre, and then also a person from Ringwood Community Centre, and went for a walk with all the other queer people, all queer supporters.
Supporters. Yep.
And that was really great. And it was in the there was a photo that was it was on quite a few different social media pages.
Yes, it was a little. You did a walk from a large shopping centre
Yep.
to the community house and then back again.
Yes.
And I met you all at the community centre because I was at work and I just
Yes. Accidentally.
Dropped in.
Oh, yes. Dropped in on your lunch break.
yes.
But it accidentally, do you want to say that you accidentally double dosed your ADHD medication?
I think I did. Yeah, I was on.
You were on.
baby.
You were like handing out those business cards
Yep.
left, right, centre.
Yep. All
Yes.
day. I got so much done.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to feel that.
Well, maybe you're not
I
on
don't-
enough though. Maybe you need a little bit more.
Maybe I do, but I don't think I want that. That was
Yeah.
too much.
Okay.
That was just too much.
And then yes, that was really great to go to that. And then you and I and
Oh no, I got my joke first.
okay, go for a
So
joke.
the acronym is IDAHOBIT.
Ida Hobbit.
Yep. And I said, that sounds like what Bilbo Baggins would say if he had a cold. What are you? Ida Hobbit.
Okay. I haven't watched that movie.
What's just a? Have you
But
got a
he's a
blocked
hobbit.
nose?
Yeah, yeah,
That's how it would
I'd a
sound if you
hobbit.
said I'm a hobbit.
I'm the Hobbit.
That's
yeah.
all I could. That's all I could take from it.
Yeah, that's funny. It's just not spur of the moment, so it's got less funny to me. You lose a couple of marks when you've already thought about it. But yeah, that's how I remember it. It's like Ida Hobbit. Anyway, and then also we were to go to Carrie the musical with
That's right.
a couple
My
of our kids.
daughter.
Yes, also at the round.
Yep.
And you and your daughter, myself and my daughter,
Yep.
going to see Carrie the musical, which was going to be lots of fun.
Yep.
And then what happened next, Dan?
Drama.
What?
Drama ensued in my life because I got damaged.
How, Dan?
Okay, so someone came over to take some plants,
Yes.
and Jen had said, "Pull the ones out of the pots that are down there because I want to use the pots." So I said, "No problem." The person was quite insistent to hurry things along and, let's just get this done. Come on, let's just pull the damn thing out.
Did they?
Yeah. And so I'm sitting there thinking, this, sometimes you got to take your time to do this properly, but I'm like, okay, I was trying to be accommodating. I'm always accommodating. And so we yanked one out and and then we went back to trying to get the the plants out.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, we got one of the plants out.
Yes.
And weirdly, inside the ceramic pot was another pot.
Okay.
And this one was... My brain tells me to keep forgetting this one, even though it's... What's it called? It's the shiny pots.
I don't know. Pots.
Oh my God.
Ask my mother. She's shouting at you
I
right
know.
now. A shiny pot. Ceramic?
It's a ceramic pot, shiny ceramic pot. And it was obviously a bit brittle because it had been in there for a few years. So she's like, let's get this out. So I grabbed this pot. And as I pulled, I broke off in my hand. And I was still pulling downwards. And I managed to cut the side of my wrist, my right hand wrist. And in a downward motion. And it was pretty horrendous. So it was basically a whole big flap of my wrist was hanging off. And that was rather...
Exciting.
It's funny where your head goes with these sorts of things. I didn't panic or anything like that. I was looking down with amusement.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking of all those sort of war films where someone's, their guts have come out from having someone put a sword, and then I'm just laughing like, oh my God, this is like that, except it's my wrist. And then we had to get it all wrapped up. And so anyway, this was a whole thing. It went from 4 p.m. till, it wasn't till like after 10 at night in emergency when I finally got it all sewed up because they lost me in the system.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there for hours and hours. I had, potting mix in my wound. It was not pleasant.
Yes.
And so anyway, I was sewed up and I had a week off work to...
Did you tell them you're autistic?
Yeah. That's a really interesting thing. I actually want to get back in touch with the hospital and tell them about the experience because we did make it very clear, but there were no accommodations, nothing at all. All they said was, "Oh, okay, is he? Have you had the medication?" And I said, "Well, yes, but it's worn off now." But they said, "But you've had the medication." Yes.
What medication for what?
Anxiety and
Oh, the
stuff,
anxiety. Okay.
But it was gone. It
Yeah.
was well and truly faded away.
But that doesn't fix your autism either.
No. So no accommodations were made, and they stuffed up as well
Yes.
to make it even worse.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting experience, and I was holding my hand up, not being able to move it for a week.
Fun. And it was
Yeah.
your mouse hand, we were saying. the
It was
other
my
day as
mouse hand, so now as you can see, my hand is resting on the edge of the desk because I can't rest it further
well.
on.
Oh, you poor man.
And it was the day that we were going to go and see Carrie.
Yes, that's right. So luckily I still went.
Yes.
Did you actually think about Carrie at all through the whole process?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. It didn't happen. You went, oh no, Carrie, you didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, it would have been good.
I liked it when you said to your wife, you better tell Eloise that I'm not going to be able to make it. She's like, no, yeah, she already knows she's fine. She's fine because you're like,
She's going.
you're like, she's going to be upset. Like, no, she's fine. So she ended up going with my husband and I and
Yeah.
my child.
She was
and
all good.
we had a great time.
Yep. A bloody good time.
Sorry, it was good though.
And that was kind of amusing. That was my little autistic babble at the hospital was how interesting was it that I was supposed to go and see Carrie, which, if anyone knows, there's blood involved.
I've still got blood on me from
Yeah. Yes.
we're in the front row, and so I got
It
blood
went everywhere.
squirted all over me.
And when I was called down to help pull the plants out, Eloise and I were watching a vampire movie as well. So how interesting is that?
Gosh, it really is interesting.
Yeah, blood.
Blood. And now you're just going to have a man scar on your arm. Everyone's going to be like, oh, what's that from?
An awesome scar, yeah.
It's a big flappy scar.
I keep saying, does anyone want to see it? And no one wants to
I do.
see the photos. No,
I love it. I love that stuff.
one of my co-workers still talks about it a week or whatever later because he's got so disturbed because I sent a picture to my manager
Yeah.
and this guy had walked into the meeting room and you know how big those
Yeah.
monitors are They
Oh, it was on the monitor.
He had opened the email
Oh.
and opened the picture. So it was this gigantic gaping wound
Yeah.
photo. And this guy doesn't like seeing blood and
No.
gore. And so he's still very disturbed.
Oh, so I don't mind it.
But I find it fascinating.
Yeah, I do too. I want to see what's on the inside.
Yeah, it was. And I got to see all the different textures and the reds and stuff.
Can I
Because it
ask
went
you the
under
most
the fat.
uncomfortable part? Was it the needle into the...
Yeah, because it was like 7 needles and
Yeah,
they're
to
putting it into the
numb it.
wound itself.
Yeah.
The doctor said he was surprised I wasn't screaming,
Really?
which I found quite interesting.
Yes.
So that means that people are screaming.
That's what I'm wondering. What?
Like what?
Wait, did you say that after he did it or before?
After.
Oh, because you know what my daughter got the other day was she had this like wart thing on the back of her ankle, and so we went to get the what's it called, Mum? What's that stuff called that you
Dry ice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's putting it on. She's like, "Oh, is this okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Mm.
And so she ended up doing about 25 of them, like 20, because she's like, because it was a big one,
Yeah.
and it was so deep, this crater.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, because she can handle this, I'm just going to keep going. And I'm watching, going, "Oh my god, this is really." And Ava was just like,
Yeah.
"Fine."
Yep.
It's some autistic people.
Me. Yeah. I had them warts all over, just under my fingernails.
Oh,
Every
yeah?
finger was covered in big warts,
Oh,
and so they tried to burn them off. It didn't work, and then I had to get injections in every one of them to try and get rid of them.
oh, and so how long ago was that?
I was 16, 17,
Oh, okay.
16.
All right.
Yeah. So I really quite damaged. I had
Yes.
the worst acne you could have.
Yeah.
I had the worst, well, not the worst, but I had pretty bad. I was, no wonder I wasn't getting any.
Well, what about Jen?
Well, that was after that. That's when I got pretty.
Okay, so after you got the warts off,
Yeah, it was like everything
then she
had been.
came. Then she saw you.
I was fresh and new, so everything
Yeah.
had just been pulled and burnt off. So I became this
Yes.
lovely, shiny new thing.
Makes sense.
So I became her toy, and
Yeah.
now I'm just
A play
an
toy.
old, misused,
Yes.
one wheel missing toy.
You still have good skin though, don't you?
I still have pretty good skin.
That's
I
because it's
think,
hidden
yes.
by the beard.
Exactly.
What about my skin?
I'm going to have the most amazing chin
My
when
skin?
I'm in my 90s.
What about me?
What, your skin?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay. Don't worry. We'll leave it later for the at the end when you give me a
I can
compliment.
get the magnifying glass out if you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No. Okay, so I thought we'd move on to feedback that we have received. This episode is just a bit of a catch up on, just things because we've had quite a few guests lately.
Yes, and I think we've been getting some great conversations on our private Facebook page, and we've had a lot more people joining. People are joining every week.
Yes.
And it's been fantastic.
It
So
has been.
I love it. And to the person who's posting as an anonymous, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to try and work out how a person can change their name on there or something to see if they can.
Oh, I
'cause,
thought you
know,
can post as.
You can post as anonymous, but
Yeah.
they wanted to post as a different name, not their name, but just as a pseudonym or whatever,
I don't
other
think you
than
can.
anonymous.
I don't think you can, but they
Yeah,
can just be
not
called
to-
anonymous.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's
We'll
totally
try.
fine.
We can look into it anyway.
Because then they could just say, they could post as anonymous and say, "Hi, this is, Senior Batman,"
Yes.
or whatever they want to
Batman
say.
here.
Because I'm changing everyone's names anyway.
So what are you calling anonymous?
Anonymous. Oh, anonymous can be eponymous,
Okay,
which
All
is obviously a word.
just let that know. Anyway, so
And also
what did
an
they
REM
ask?
album.
What did anonymous ask?
Oh, we're going down to anonymous. Okay.
Oh, no, just you can
That's
start
all right.
from the,
Yeah. I read something online written by an autistic woman who said that just the very thought of her being perceived was stressful. Not perceived necessarily as autistic, I think they're saying,
yeah.
but just being perceived. And I understood exactly what she was saying. When I meet someone new, I usually know immediately that I'm going to feel okay talking to them, and I don't really know why. I think it's if they smile and talk in a relaxed way. I'm totally with her on this, or them on this. I feel like I can easily reflect that back at them. Someone who doesn't smile makes me feel so incredibly uneasy, and me too. I don't know about you. I immediately assume that they don't like me, or I'm coming across as incompetent. Then I feel myself slipping and losing control, making mistakes, tensing up. Is this something you've experienced? I don't think you do.
No, because I guess I don't. It's not. I just talk to the people anyway, and then get more information. out of them.
Right.
Because they might be having a hard time. But can I just interrupt though? I actually
No,
spoke to someone. I've met them probably about 6 times now, and we never connected. And then the other day, we connected
Right.
for the first time, and it's probably been over a few months. No, probably about 6 months that I've known them. I didn't particularly think anything. They probably didn't particularly think anything of me. But then all of a sudden, we completely connected,
Right.
and now I need to step back. No, I don't not step back. I have to make sure that I don't step forward. I just need to.
Yes. It goes to
Yeah.
Yep.
Just take it easy. Take it easy. We're connected. Just leave it for now. Yeah.
I think that's a thing, though. I think that is definitely a thing
Autistic
for
thing?
autistic people.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between the first meeting and subsequent ones. So I like the same. I want to get that person to want to find how they can get relaxed, and I'll mirror them and all that sort of stuff. I'll do all that.
Interesting because people always like me when they meet me the first time, and if they don't, there's something wrong. Like
Something
something
wrong
wrong with them. I don't know
with them,
what's wrong.
right.
Yeah, right. But with you, that's not the case. I don't think. I don't think people always like you.
Really? I know. I think they do.
No, I don't think so.
And I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, if you're putting an effort in.
Yes, if I'm putting an
Yeah,
effort
if
in.
you want them to like you.
Yes.
But general population, I don't think they would necessarily think that of you.
Well, I don't know. I find it the problem for me is that everyone does like me, and I don't want to necessarily, as you're saying, I don't want to get to know people better.
But don't you want? You know what? I feel like you want more people
No.
to be messaging you and be.
No.
You don't want that
No, not really.
because you don't get back to messages sometimes.
No.
No.
I forget sometimes,
Okay.
But this first situation, I think that's what they're talking about.
Sorry. Yep.
Do you ever get that where basically it's all right if they're open, they're smiling and
Yeah.
relaxed. But if they're not smiling, do you feel uneasy? Like
No,
oh,
it's
God.
deeper than a smile for me because then if they're not smiling, then I'll talk to them and then see if they're continually not smiling. Like
Right.
if they're not engaging, they might just not be happy or not have a good day, and that's okay.
So you never feel incompetent though. You never feel like
No, I think there's something wrong with them.
right.
They're having a bad
I
time.
do the opposite. I like anonymous here or eponymous.
Yeah.
I mess up, and this is what they're saying. I mess up when I'm saying, making mistakes. I tense up. I think I'm not good enough to talk to them. That's what happens in my head.
But I think I used to do that, but then I did a lot of research into social behaviour and all those sorts of things, and then becoming a celebrant, and then being able to do Groundhog Day every day to play with. Like I know the right formula to get people to like me.
Right.
That's how
Yep.
I feel.
But there still shows you that there's a big difference in autism. Like whereas we know that
Yes.
we have very different situations with that first meetings with people.
Yes.
Very, very different. But
Okay.
it's interesting. That's why we do this. We've got people, putting these comments onto the page and having people respond. And obviously the people who understand and feel exactly the same thing are the ones who are going to respond.
Yeah, which is great that other people feel the same way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Another interesting comment we got was from someone who's been contributing quite a lot onto the page lately, which has been fantastic. And obviously we can't say their name, although they probably won't mind, but I haven't asked.
No.
And so I've changed the name. And they have to figure out as well and get back to me if they know
Yes.
I'm talking about them.
Yeah.
So their name is Ridgely Garrett Darby. Good name though, isn't it? Very English, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. Okay, well,
Okay.
you'll have to go onto the private page to know what we're talking about, or may not even know what we're talking about. What did they say?
Oh, actually, it Ridgely didn't say.
You didn't say anything. You just wanted to say their name.
I know Ridgely's gonna come back. Ridgely's just gone off there. He was about to say something, and he's just gone out. He needs to go to the loo, so he'll be back in a second. So Rinny, who we've talked to,
Yeah.
and on the podcast, do you remember the name of her business?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
It's actually just in my bag. I'm getting it out.
Yeah,
now.
I know. I've got it. I've got her product on my beard right now. Go on. Yep. Yep.
It's just
Do,
my brain.
ch, do, 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 ch, do,
Okay,
do,
I'm
ch,
gonna put
do,
some on
do,
right
do,
now.
ch,
It's
do, do, do.
called Wilderness Lab.
Yeah, Wilderness. But what's the
Yes.
product you've got?
It's a perfume balm, and this one is called Day at the Spa.
Day at the Spa. That'd be right.
Yes, I like that.
Nice. So what are you using this for?
I'm putting on my behind my ears, on my wrists,
Right.
and then I do a little dab under my nose. Not that you're supposed to, but
Because you get the smell then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's for everyone else. Who cares?
that's right. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Rennie said, I'm about to go and stay with someone for a few days and I have an issue with lighting in the house. So bright colours, cool colours, that sort of stuff. I think this is something, I mean, I've turned the light off here. So a lot of us are in this situation where we go to a place, it could be a shopping centre or whatever, that's extremely bright and the cool colours and there's a lot of echoes and that kind of stuff. But if you're in a situation where you're going to be staying there for a little while, the question Rennie was asking people was, do you talk to them about maybe asking for some allowances or, what do you do in that situation if you don't want to feel uncomfortable? Are you comfortable to actually say to that person you're staying with, can you turn the lights down? Can you do this? Can you do that? Would you do that?
I would definitely before I go there.
Before, yep.
Well, yeah, because Rennie knows that the lights are a bit bright there,
Yes.
so you could let them know beforehand.
Well, I think a lot of people feel, particularly I think Rennie and I are similar in that too. We can like to be accommodating, nice, and not to have to put people out, And so you feel like you're putting those people out. They're being kind enough to actually let you stay. Then all of a sudden you're being even more annoying by saying,
I guess so, but I don't know. I just isn't my because then we're going to have a better time all up if I'm.
Oh, that's it. That's true. I'd said, like, if they know you're autistic, it shouldn't be an issue to ask for a few accommodations, like, because the alternative, if the person doesn't know you're autistic, you could actually just say things like, oh, I've got a headache. Is it okay if we just turn some lights down? So you could find other ways to get what you want.
But if they've invited you, come and stay at my house for a few days, you'd be like, I would really love to. Do you mind if we turn down the lights a little bit?
Yeah. Yep.
Say it then, not when you get there.
Oh, look, Ridgely Garrett Darby's back.
What?
He's just returned. Did you wash your hands? Yeah, he did. So Ridgely commented on this as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm reading from his comments, but his spirit has to be here, obviously, when I...
Oh, yes.
So he went to his spirit went to the toilet. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I'm confused. Okay. But he's replied to a comment.
Okay, he's replied to a comment.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not sure if it helps at all because it could be raising other issues, but why not get glasses that are tinted?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
that sort of stuff, and just wear the glasses. But like obviously to help soften the lights and that kind of stuff. But all I can think of is that the way you would be coming across to that person if you're constantly sitting there with sunglasses on, like you're a rock star. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it just reminded me to think back of when I was younger and there used to be people walking around with sunglasses on. That's
Yeah.
probably because they were autistic and they probably didn't even know.
Yeah. But that's even more in your face, I think,
Yeah.
if you're just doing that and not explaining why you've got sunglasses inside.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but Ridgely Garrett Darby did say, and I didn't know this, you can get clear glasses that block out blue light.
Ah,
Isn't that
yeah,
interesting?
good. Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's for computer work and things like that as well.
Right.
I'd love it. I'd love to have some of a warm filter. You know what? Oh my God!
What?
Copyright. No one can take this idea. Glasses that have Instagram filters on them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
That's
That
a
would be
really
good.
good idea.
All right. Do that.
There you go. Rennie, you got a business, so here you go. Here's your next business opportunity.
Yes.
I'll take a
Nothing related to
35% cut.
current
No. Oh, that's all right.
business, but yeah, that's all right.
But if you can go ahead anyway and just get that happening, that'd be fantastic. 35%. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. Do we have I've actually got a feedback. Between
Oh.
we had recently Coda and we also had Jason on our podcast. And yeah, someone was saying when they listened to the Jason one
Yep.
that they felt like it was a bit all over the place. Like it wasn't structured. And then they
Right.
listened to the Coda and were like, oh, no, actually it is. They are really quite structured. But it's just, I think it shows that we feed off the people that we are interviewing. And that's not that bagging Jason out, but Jason
No.
He's a bit ADHD. So are we. So we just.
Yeah.
But then Coda's probably ADHD as well. No, just how different people present. We sort of just jump into that.
Exactly. And I was talking about this today with the gentleman I was speaking to. We had
David.
carers.
Oh,
Catch up.
sorry, I shouldn't say people's names. Yep.
Okay. Hasselhoff. Let's call him Hasselhoff.
Yes, Hasselhoff.
Okay, so Hasselhoff, I was chatting to. We were saying exactly that same thing, is that we're so good at mirroring and changing the way that we, communicate and so forth. And so when we've got someone coming in, we'll try to fit to their way of communicating.
Yes.
But
exactly.
the listener, we can't. You're not going to please everyone every time. That would be silly. And if we only went the structured content every time, if we did the same podcast every single week, I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
But the thing is, if we listened to like a person who does a podcast every week and they're interviewing someone, and every week they presented differently, that would be weird. They always present the same.
I know. As I'm talking, I'm thinking of some of the podcasts I listen to.
Yeah, same, and they're always
exactly
the same.
what they do.
What, they do the different, or they're the same?
No, they're the same.
Yeah, everyone's always the same, and except us.
Yeah,
I never thought of that.
but I'm happy with that. I don't care.
No, I don't care.
I like changing it up
Yeah, so do I.
because we're appealing to different people. Not always at the same, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, some episodes people will enjoy and others they won't.
No, well, if someone's like Jason, who's kind of he was probably slightly nervous, but he was, really talking, and we meet that as well. Like, we want them to feel comfortable, so let's just meet them where they're at.
That's it. And with, say, the last 2 episodes we've had with Coda, there was a lot of information.
Yes.
I loved that, but I loved that because I've listened to it a few times and because I've been making notes and, when I've been going through all that.
Yeah.
And it's a topic that I've been really fascinated with and I've been curious about and wanting to know. So all that information, I just wanted more.
Yes, you're a little bit quieter
Yeah.
than normal because you were thinking and listening
it was
and
great.
learning.
Yeah.
And hopefully other people also got a lot out of.
I think a lot of people, you could. There's a lot of people in this situation and there was a lot of information there, but boy, oh boy. All I suggest is for people who are interested or experiencing or have people around them who are not being accommodating or supportive, listen to those 2 episodes a few more times to get some really good info and comebacks and that kind of stuff because there's a lot there.
Yes.
One more?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, I haven't changed the name here. Okay. This is brilliant. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. So, Barbera. Eve.
Jesus? Oh. Barbera Eve.
Barbera Eve said, "Hey, poopers, I love when people are just saying this. And it's become a thing now, hasn't it?
What?
Party poopers. People poop
Oh,
the poopers.
yeah.
But it's just a thing now. It's great.
Yes.
No, so they've got a NDIS, so they've got an appointment to go through to get an application for some assistance.
With
so
the
NDIS
National
being Australian.
Disability Insurance Scheme.
Yeah, so they're wherever you are, you're going to see if you can get some support and some assistance, in other words. Now, in that situation, they said they're feeling very, very nervous, not knowing what to expect. What if they say, I can't get anything, that I've got to continue doing this all on my own? And so they were interested in knowing other people's experiences. And I just thought with this comment, you've got some experience because you're sort of doing this at the moment. You're assisting people in that situation. So what would you say to people who that they're about to go through this process of trying to get help in whatever way they can? They're very nervous and worried that they're not going to get any. What do you say?
For me in my role, I'm supporting them in that. But I would normally pass them on to Kim Henderson, who's an amazing resource. But I think they don't live in around this area. So that's
I don't think Kim Henderson wants to hear from someone in the UK.
No. I asked them. They're in another suburb of Melbourne because they don't have NDIS in the UK.
No, but they'd have. There's some.
Oh, sorry, I understand what you're saying now. No, so unfortunately, it's about money, right? So you don't have the words to speak the language that they speak when you're trying to ask for assistance. So unfortunately, I would probably say hopefully there's someone that can do it for free in your area. Otherwise, I would be paying for someone. You talk to them and they talk the language of what these people speak, because it's not for you to get more out of it, more assistance out of it. I think you need to make that extra investment, which might be $200. It might be a little bit more, but it's worth it, unfortunately.
That's a really interesting point, isn't it? So even beforehand, before you're getting through, you're beginning this process, you can have someone to come in as your support person.
Absolutely. But
For it's a short amount of time, even if you have to pay, it's not going to be that much because it's just a short time.
Yes.
But that I've experienced the same thing, and that you do need to have someone who speaks the language.
Definitely. I mean, because I still get assistance every time we have a review, because I know so much, but I don't know the exact language that gets you over the line. Like for example, here in Victoria or Australia, NDIS is wanting to decrease psychology. So they say that psychology is a mental health issue, not an autism issue, whereas it actually is autism. I mean, you need to be talking about it in ways of how they need to see the psychologist, or I need to see the psychologist in relation to understanding my autism. Because otherwise they want you to go through a mental health plan, which is nothing to do with NDIS, and they want you to, like, they say, oh no, that's your anxiety, or that's whatever, that's nothing to do with autism. So you need to be wording things correctly to get what you need.
And didn't you comment and say that you have to think of your worst day? Is that right?
Oh, absolutely, the worst day. Yes, every time you need to think about the worst day, because some days are really bad, and some people find it really hard to talk about those worst days. And also you need to be talking about the support. A lot of people in our area, they don't have a lot of support, so you need to talk about the lack of support that you have.
Yes.
As well. Yeah, it's really important. And unfortunately, I think you just need to pay to get someone to assist you.
Yep. I have a life philosophy that I've had since I was a teenager from Monty Python.
Yes.
Which I think is so much more profound than just being it was just a throwaway comment at the end of, I think it was the parrot sketch. They had the dead parrot, and he wanted his money back, or another parrot. And at the end, it was such a back and forth, like trying to get him to admit that the parrot was already dead when he bought it.
Right.
And at the end, he said, if you want anything done in this country, you've got to complain till you're blue in the mouth. And that just hit home, and it has stayed with me ever since.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're saying here, is that you can't be passive about this.
No.
Think of the worst situations, exacerbate them, really tell a story of what you're experiencing. And it has to be a bit of a horror story. And it's not necessarily the way you feel, but it's what you need to say to get that support. Yeah,
that's very true.
It's true. It is totally true. Think of it this way, is that you're basically adding, we'll put back to filters. You're creating a filter for them to understand. And the way that they understand these things is extreme.
Yes.
But their extreme is normal.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got a really good one here, actually. A really interesting, simple comment, which I think could lead to a whole episode. But I wanted to see what you think about this, because I found it really made me think for days afterwards. And that is, does anyone have times when they hate their diagnosis?
No. No. Yes, people do. Not really.
You know?
No, I don't hate my diagnosis. Undiagnosed, though. No, I don't hate it at all, but I guess the ADHD diagnosed, no. Because I don't hate on the diagnosis. You'd more hate on yourself, wouldn't you?
Right.
Well, not everyone, me. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm so annoying how I can't do this. But no, I don't even do that, actually, because I'm too much of a space cadet to even think about that. Maybe that's what it is. Because I've got ADHD as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think about that. I think about too many other things.
But most people, I think, when they have a diagnosis, it's a relief. They feel a sense of relief and understanding.
I've seen mixed. Like some people, because in my role, I do see a lot of people. I think it's mixed. I think quite a few people, are angry or just very upset and feel like their life wasn't what they thought it would, what they thought it was.
Right.
up until that point.
So my whole life has been like a lie, or
Yeah, or
not what I thought it was.
I'm so silly because or stupid or whatever you want to say that I wasn't even aware of this.
didn't figure it out.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That I've always been, since I was young, tried to be as self-aware as possible, and and I didn't think I was, but I think what people do, and this person might do as well, is they will just try and make interpretation on the knowledge they have. So they're doing the best they can in that situation.
Yeah, I guess it depends also because you're in an environment which is a little, I guess, quite supportive. I don't really know because I don't work with you, but and I'm in a supportive place. But if you're in a job that is not supportive and you keep making mistakes, which is due to your autism or ADHD, then yes, I can 100% see that. Or if you had to leave your job, or because of your issues with that, or that you're having burnout, all those sorts of things, then that would be really annoying. But I think I'm not in that situation and you're not in that situation.
No.
So we can't. Yeah, we're both supported, I think.
I also don't feel anger very much, but a lot of people do, and so I did have a suggestion for someone in that situation who is angry about what having not understood themselves and having a late diagnosis, and if you need to focus that anger somewhere, just a suggestion. I said, if you're hating the struggle of living, or maybe just focus that you're living in a neurotypical culture, and maybe you should be putting that anger to the culture more than yourself.
Yes.
And going,
yes.
It's not my fault, it's their fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the culture. Yep.
We have to go, because we're always having to go back and note how shitty things were for us, and but it's shitty because of someone else. It's shitty because of the situation we're in. It's not anything to do with us.
But do you think if you didn't, we don't know whether they have children or not, but it's interesting if you didn't have children, because I can reflect and go, oh, wow, if I had those supports, I would have whatever. And so you're like, wow, gee, I'm glad our kids have.
Yeah.
Which is better than what we had. Whereas if you didn't have kids, wouldn't you just be reflecting on how it was for you?
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see, it wouldn't be in your face to see the differences. I would have thought it'd be even more so, though. Because it's like, for God's sakes, we get to see how good things could have been,
Yes.
So I don't know if that's the
That's
case.
true. You're right. But maybe you wouldn't even think about it. I don't know if you think about it. Anyway, yeah. It's an interesting thing.
It really is.
Everyone is totally different, and it's all their unique circumstances of living and working and everything else in between, I guess.
Oh,
so
this
we
is
can only
gonna be
comment
really
from our
good.
point of views, which is not very. I've lost the word. Yeah,
I think we need to find someone who
I'm feeling
feels this
sheltered.
way.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. Yes, which there are a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I've got a white blank page under
Do you?
this.
Because
Yeah.
because I've got a recommendation.
Oh, excellent. Play the song.
Okay, so my recommendation is, Em Rossiano. Do you know her?
I don't know. I think
She's got
have
a
we
pod-
mentioned her
She's got
on
a
the
new
podcast before?
Well, she's got a podcast, Emsolation, but she's now got a podcast that's just come out called Anomalous. What does that mean, anomalous?
It's something that doesn't happen very often. So you could be out. Maybe you've got a what do you call it? You're looking out to space to hear sounds, and it's just the background radiation and stuff. And then all of a sudden you hear a ping, and that's an anomalous.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Sound.
Well, Anomalous, it's a podcast basically just about neurodivergence. She doesn't need any more followers, I don't think, but, it's my recommendation because it is actually interesting and she has different guests on. She's only, I think, released 2 of the episodes. I think there's 6 or 8 on there, but it's something that when she first came out with being neurodivergent, she was like, I can't be a spokesperson for it. I can't do all these things, but I think that's just a natural progression at the start. And now she is embracing that. And she has a live show coming up, which I am going to, that is about her journey to diagnosis.
Let me just get open the spreadsheet.
What?
So I'm just gonna add this to the spreadsheet of how much she owes us.
Oh, yes.
for free promotion.
Yep.
Okay.
Ding. Yep.
So that's her name was mentioned.
How many times? So I think
so
I might have said
that's-
it 3 times.
So that would
Yeah.
be that's about $3,000 of promotion
sounds
that just
good.
happened just then.
Send to the bill.
I'll just add it. I'll add it to the bill.
And then I have an autistic moment.
Oh man.
Okay. So, I was having a conversation with my children about what it means to bat above your average. Because they're like, what does batting above your average mean? So I was explained it, and then I said,
Isn't
to
it
them,
just a really handsome and talented bat?
wait, is that an Australian thing to say, batting above your average?
Well, I think it's more a baseball term, but
What?
no, it's cricket too, I guess.
Cricket, I thought, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case it's not yawn.
You're
Well
boring
known.
yourself.
Sorry?
You're boring yourself.
It's about, well, I don't know if it's used in other terms as well, but you generally would say it in terms of a couple who's better looking or who's got a better personality, like who's batting above their average.
Oh,
hold on.
in a couple perspective.
What were you thinking?
Well, it can be anything. It can be just like, I think you could use this in lots of ways.
Well,
in work.
Where have you
in-
ever seen it go?
No, you're right.
You say she's batting above her average. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
I
you
think it's more
don't.
that,
You
yeah.
always say he is. No one ever says she's batting above her average, which means if they say Dan's batting above his average
Right.
with Jen, that means that she's either better looking or better personality or
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
over you. Yep. So you're batting your average. You're batting. So you are actually getting more runs, getting more goals or whatever than
So
what
I'm in
your
the B
normal
team,
average is.
but I'm now.
You're playing like you're in the A.
Yeah, I've been added to the A team
Yeah,
when
so-
I don't belong there.
So anyway, so I was explaining that, and then I said to said child, I said, so who do you think out of Paul and I, like my husband and I, who do you think is batting above their average? And they said that I am. And I said, wait, what? Because that was not what I expected, because people have always thought that Paul has done really well with me, having me. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, oh, well, anyone can dye their hair red, but not everyone can work for the government and have big muscles.
No, not everyone could take out a deer at 200 yards.
Oh, that's right. And you know what? Everyone could probably work for the government because they don't work very
Yes.
hard. And then I said to him, Paul thought that was quite amusing, but I said, you don't have big muscles. He's like, oh, I don't know where they got that from. Yeah, so, I mean, he doesn't have no muscles, but he certainly, I don't know. But dyeing, like as though the only attribute I have is that I dye my hair red.
Dye your hair red.
That's
yeah,
the only
it.
good thing I have
Yeah.
going for me.
Yep.
Yes. Anyway, so that was a good one. There we go. We got a good one.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yes. And then I think we're at the end of the podcast now.
Yes, we are definitely at the end of the podcast.
Except for the compliment.
Oh God, every time.
You've already thought about it. Come on.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't had it whatsoever.
Was it about my skin?
Is it about your skin? No, I can do a compliment because we were there this morning. I can compliment you
Yes.
on how well you are doing in your new position at different journeys.
Wait.
And you
thanks.
look very comfortable and very like you know what you're doing, competent.
Oh, that's really good. But look, that part of that role is only the tip of the iceberg, really. There's a lot of other things that I do as well in that. But that's what you're saying, of course. But no, that's, oh yeah, I do. I really love it.
Excellent.
Love it. Hashtag different journeys.
Phew. Thank God for that.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
I've got nothing at the end of this one. I've got nothing at all. Should I find some? There's a song I want to put on at the end of this one. I found an old song that I'd done, probably 20 years old.
Okay, bye.
No, and it's using this instrument over here. This one. You can see this
A
echo.
harmonica, isn't it?
It's a harmonica, but it's it's an old one, and it's two-sided. So it's
Let
in
me
the
just
key of-
video it for the private page. Okay, so
Hey,
it's
you
a
wanna hear? Okay, we're not going to play it.
it's a two-sided harmonica. Go. And how's that two-sided?
Well, because it's usually only one. You blow through and it comes out that way.
Oh.
But this is 2 keys. It's 2 keys. It's G major and C major. So you
Okay.
can flip it around and you can play 2 different keys instead of just the one key.
All right. Oh, I can see in the background there your is that your award? For, from
Voice.
The voice.
It is. It's up
at
there.
the
I don't know where else to put it. I mean,
what
I've got my football one from 1983, for God's
Okay.
sakes.
All right. I turned it off.
So anyway, I use this instrument in the song and I like it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.